Hello and welcome to my channel Malavika's Magic. Today I'll be dealing with the third part of my video on cohesive device. That is, I'll be talking about conjunction as a cohesive device. So let me take you to the roadmap of my presentation today. So first I'll be dealing with the concept and meaning of a conjunction. Then I'll be talking about conjunction versus connectives. Then I'll be talking about certain examples of conjunction. So the first topic is related to the concept where I'll be talking about the meaning of conjunction. So let me take you to the meaning of conjunction. So in the meaning of conjunction, I'll be talking about the conjunction means words that help to connect two sentences or two clauses together. But the words and phrases could also help to connect two words together, that is the coordinate words in the same clause in the same sentence. Or conjunction could also mean two or more events or things are occurring at the same point in time. For example, we have a conjunction of favorable political and economic circumstances. But in today's video, I'll be talking about words that are used in order to connect two or more content words together or two or more sentences together. And so I'll be talking from the perspective of grammar. And so some of the examples of conjunctions could be because, when, so, if, what, when, then, but, and. These are the different conjunctions. So let me take you to the second topic, that is a conjunction versus connectives. Most people consider that conjunction and connectives are different, and there is a difference in the way the words are used. But I would like to first of all indicate let us find out what is the difference. So when we talk about conjunction, we say that it joins two or more sentences together, or it joins two or more words together, or phrases together. So for example, if I say I like mango and I like bananas, so I'm combining the sentences I like mango, which is a sentence on its own, an independent sentence, and I like bananas, again, that is also an independent sentence. So I'm using words like and in order to combine two independent sentences together. And so and becomes a conjunction and it becomes a single sentence. So now let us look at connectives now. So connectives are words or phrases that link sentences together. Now here also we find that connectives are also same like conjunction. So what is the difference? There is no difference. Connectives is a broader term which includes conjunctions as well. So for examples of connectives are conjunction, prepositions, and adverbs. So within connectives we have conjunctions. So today I'll be dealing with conjunction as connective. So let us now move on to the examples over here, so we have a better understanding of the connectives. So I'll be talking about connectives between sentences. So between sentences, it could be in the form of a compound sentence, that is two independent sentences combined together with the conjunction. So Julie is an obedient student, but she makes silly mistakes sometimes. So I'm combining two independent sentences with the word but, which indicates her another quality of Julie. So this is even though she's an obedient student, because she makes silly mistakes, so therefore she is not able to maybe perform well in the examination. So now let us move on to the other connectives within sentences. It could be in the form of complex sentence. Now, for example, we know that complex sentence means that there are two clauses, the main clause and a subordinate clause, and the subordinate clause is dependent on the main clause. So the subordinate clause cannot stand on its own in terms of the meaning. Grammatically, the sentence is correct, but in terms of meaning, it requires the support of the main clause. So when we are combining the main clause and the subordinate clause together, we are using some connectives, or we are using subordinate conjunction. So the subordinate conjunction becomes the connective between the main clause and the subordinate clause. For example, you need to prepare for the test tomorrow if you want to clear your supplementary examination. So I'm combining the main clause and the subordinate clause with the connective if. So if becomes a subordinate conjunction. So let us now move on to the other types of connectives. We have the sequencing connectives, which helps in developing logical sequence of ideas. So if I use the words like first, second, third, so I'm being very clear with the readers that I am talking, I am arranging my ideas in a logical sequence, and I'm helping the readers also understand how the flow of my thought process is. Then I can also use words like firstly, secondly, thirdly, okay, and finally. I like to say that eating vegetables every day can help in losing weight. So these are the ways, where I can indicate to the readers regarding the logical sequencing of my ideas. Now let us move on to the next types of connectives, that is cause and effect, which helps in understanding the cause and effect of an event. So for example, we have the internet has made banking transaction easier. Consequently, they have increased the risk of fraud. So now let us move on to the next aspect, that is other types of connectives, that is illustrating and purpose words, which helps to signal an example. So for instance, scholars often disagree whether Scots is a language in its own right or a dialect of English. Then we have connectives like emphasizing, which helps in highlighting an element, idea, or event that deserves the reader's attention. I like to race, moreover, I like to win. Then we have connectives like comparison and contrast, which helps in indicating the difference. I can't make it to lunch. I could, however, join you next week. So words like however, although, all these are used in order to indicate that what we have said earlier, we are saying just exactly the opposite in the next part of the sentence. Then here is a list of the connectives that can be used while connecting two or more sentences together, or while connecting two or more words or phrases within a sentence together. So we have additional ideas when we have to add another idea within the sentence, or with the next sentence, then we can use all these words, and also besides, furthermore, moreover, in addition, these are the words that can be used. Then when we want to indicate time, we can use connectives like next, afterward, subsequently, finally, a minute later, in the meantime, meanwhile. All these are words which indicates the time. Then we have connectives like order or sequence. So first, second, finally, hence, next. All these are words which give you an indication that you are logically arranging your ideas. Space and place, above, behind, below, beyond. All these are words which indicate the space and place. Then we have connectives like to signal an example, for example, to illustrate, for instance, to be specific. All these are words that signal an example. Results, as a result, hence, so, accordingly, as a consequence, consequently. All these are connectives that helps to indicate that you are talking about a consequence, or you are talking about some result, or you're concluding something. Then purpose, to this end, for this purpose, with this in mind, for this reason. All these are connectives that indicate the purpose. And then we have connectives like comparison, like in the same manner, similarly. Then we contrast connectives, but in contrast, conversely, however. um, all these are words that help in developing the indicating the contrast of a particular idea. To summarize a report, in summary, to sum up, to report briefly, in short, finally, on the whole. All these are connectives that can be used in order to conclude your paragraph or your article or your essay. So having understood the concept of connectives, I would like to thank all of you for a patient listening. If you have any questions related to connectives, you can definitely put it in the chat box. That is, you can put it in the comment section. I will answer your question. Until then, thank you. Thank you once again.